Hi, doing an update on the Inov8 uh, training shoe. Um, if you look at my other videos, I did a first impression of the shoe, and I must reiterate, this is a tool. It should be treated as such, just like any piece of equipment in a toolbox. This is a piece of equipment for um, lifting heavy weight, squats, deadlifts, things of that nature. Now, the shoe itself, from my experience, I've worn it once a week for the past year, since November of last year. I only use it when I lift heavy weights. So when I went heavy, and heavy for me may not be heavy for you, but for me, the shoe worked really well. I mentioned in my first video that when you walk on it, it kind of hurt right here, and it still did. It's even to this day, but it's tolerable enough. I was able to walk around the gym in it after a while and not even think about it. But I still wouldn't jump around in these. Like try to do CrossFit training in them. They're just no shock absorbers, and to me that puts stress on the knees and joints and things like that. Regardless of how strong a person is, it's still there's no cushioning. Um, I tested these out on the hardwood platform for a rack for deadlifts, and the suction cup. These are really suction cups, and they do work on the smooth hardwood surface to give you a little more stability. But I'm not a power lifter, so I only did it just to see what it was, how that worked. Um, the shoes, it held up well. It's in great condition, but again, I didn't treat it as a pair of shoes. To me, it was a tool. So, I stored it away well, and I only took it out when I knew I was going to lift with them. And it's coming up to a year, so I would say this is a good pair of weightlifting shoes. It's really good for deadlifts and you know and things like squats and things like that. I use it on the machines as well. Doing squats on the machines. If I decide to not do free weight, I still wore these, and I found that they work better than regular tennis shoes on squats. I use them on the ankle lifts for working my calves, and I find they work better for those rather than the regular tennis shoes. I felt more energy transferred to the calf muscles, and I could actually feel like it's working harder when I'm wearing these. Um, I did the donkey calf races, I did the seated calf races, and I did the, I don't know what it's called, but the one where you have to rest on your shoulder and you're standing up. I guess standing calf raises, and they work. This seemed to work better, isolate the muscle a little bit better. I guess with regular tennis shoes, the energy is transferred somehow. So again, I really like these shoes as a tool. As far as the styling goes, I already said I love the styling. I won't wear these to do cross training. I also coach boxing, and I tried it out there a little bit, just a little light moving around and stuff, which but it was very very uncomfortable for that. So can imagine it jumping off the ground onto a 2 foot box or a 3 foot box or something like that, and then jumping back off. Um, Again, if you guys can do it, that's great. I know this doesn't work for me to do those type of activities. So hopefully this helps.